It's not the absence of fear, it's overcoming it. Sometimes we've got to blast through and have faith. Emma Watson. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In the life of nation and state, of course, we as an Indonesian have the Pancasila principle, which begin with the divine principle and the justice principle in the end. These principles become a clear reference that God didn't create humans without a purpose. Humans were created to share, pay respect, and share the roles of both men and women. Many people doesn't understand the status of women in Islam, and many people judge the role of women is only from behavior of their adherents. The general view of women in Islam is that they are who are oppressed. So, for this reason, on this occasion, let me convey some materials that entitled The Role of Women in Politics According to Islamic Studies. If we quote one of the verse in the Quran, namely verse 13 of Surah Al-Hujurat, which means, "We have created you from a man and woman. Then we made you a nation and tribe, so that you would know each other." That is clear that man and woman have equal standing before Allah. What distinguishes the two is only the level of obedience to Allah. This also implies that men and women have the same obligation, namely to do charity. Islam are always bring social change for the better. National development in general is to improve the standard of living of national and be more active in realize the development goals. And the active participation of women is given the same value by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Women as a society have the same rights and obligation as men in building their community environment. In its implies of building society, men and women share tasks. Women are more dominant in house, while men are dominant outside the house. However, in essence, the division of tasks is intended to facilitate each other's tasks. The main role of women in the family and society include three things. The first is role in the field of production. As an example, they can work in an office or become a teacher and something else. The second is the role of women in the family or household that doesn't directly generate money. And the last one is women participation in social community, such as women activities in political parties and social institution and so on and so forth. The role of women in production and household activities has a direct impact on family and family welfare. Meanwhile, women participation in social activities can have a direct or indirect impact on family welfare. In the third role that we generally attract, women have the opportunity to take part in the political arena and society. This is also supported by the current situation where women problems is increasingly complex. Requirement women to take part in parliament with other legislators to discuss to find a solution to women complex problems themselves. Another problem that exists with the scope of women in when the government determined that each party must fill a women quota of at least 30%, which is summarized in the general election. Regarding the quota of the woman representation of 30% in its electoral district need to be strengthened. Political parties are one of the legitimate means to fight the women's rights. By creating a 30% quota, women must be start fighting through existing means. Here, women must be able to demonstrate their willingness and ability to carry out activities in parties, so that their existence can be used as a performance of partial standing as well as an effort toward of accusation of giving quota. We need women in parliament not only in number but also in quality. Like Prophet Muhammad hadith, like a Prophet hadith, uh, do do we know that the Prophet Muhammad emphasized in hadith that women are pillars of the state. If the woman is good, then her country is good too. And if the woman is damaged, the country is also damaged. And from this explanation, it can be concluded that the state life, of course, we were required to understand an essence of the function of the state system itself. It is included in politics, and that women also have the rights to vote and be elected, which from here place women in a clear position and is supported by religious foundation. For that, don't hesitate to voice your rights in the world of politics. Without you, Indonesia is missing one. I'm Muhammad Yasir from International Relations Department. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.